Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, Brock Lesnar could be done with WWE and soon. 3-hour SmackDowns are back. It's officially been confirmed. WWE has some changes planned for SmackDown when it comes to going back to 3 hours. And on top of all of that, surprise, surprise, John Cena's retirement match is already a roaring success. I'm Andy H. Murray. The H today stands for, hey, what the hell are you doing here? It's Saturday. Last video in the living room, hopefully. It's gloomy every day here, man, in the UK. It sucks. It's not great. But anyway, let's talk first about Brock Lesnar. This is a story from the Wrestling Observer newsletter, which of course came out yesterday, with Dave Meltzer noting, as part of this, that there is a story going around that Brock Lesnar is going to retire at WWE SummerSlam 2026. That's about 8 or 9 months away, of course. It's not long at all. And I'll just read you exactly what Dave said, because there's some details here. So he wrote, there is a story going around that Lesnar will retire at SummerSlam 2026. I can't confirm that date, but did at least a month ago hear that working plans for 2026 would be WWE retirement runs for Lesnar, Styles, and potentially Jericho if he signs. I mean, let's be honest, you probably don't need the if. I didn't get the impression that it was locked in for Styles, who has made it clear it will be... Dave's sentences are weird. That's what he wrote. I didn't get the impression it was locked in except for Styles, who has made it clear it will be in 2026, but not when. But the Lesnar name has been talked about, which is probably where the story came from. So, yeah, this is an interesting one indeed. Lesnar was out of action from WWE for well over a year following his mentioning 45 times in the Janelle Grant lawsuit against WWE and Vince McMahon. They brought him back a few months ago to confront John Cena and face him as part of his retirement tour. Naturally, this was a controversial move given his mentioning in that lawsuit. That was the bone of contention for most people. And you're right to talk about that because it's an important part of where he currently stands in the universe. Since then, he's wrestled Cena, obviously, and he was in War Games as well on the heel side. So, as far as a retirement tour goes, the man is 48 years old. He has been in pro wrestling for well over 20 years. He's done it all. He's headlined WWE countless times. He's been positioned as the top guy in that company countless times. There is very little on the bucket list left for him to tick off. Now, obviously, for the past 10 or so years, he's primarily been a part-timer, coming in every now and then, particularly in the 2010s when it felt like anytime Vince McMahon wanted to try and just kind of revert to type, he would just bring Brock Lesnar back and he'd smash someone. And that has changed over the years slowly. He's become a bit less significant in terms of his role in WWE. But I think a year of retirement runs is quite an interesting proposition. We've obviously just had the Cena one, which has been, creatively, it's been all over the place at times. But business-wise, it looks like it's going to be a big success, as we'll talk about in our final story this morning. But to add Styles, Lesnar, and Jericho all in the same year is quite a lot. It's quite a lot. That's 3 wrestling legends, and 3 huge names who all deserve. Well, I mean, you can debate Lesnar if you want. I certainly would, but they all deserve a bit of pomp and circumstance if you're taking just their careers alone, right? Styles has said WrestleMania, I think, previously, but he didn't sound very committal to it. Whereas Jericho, I always had Jericho down as a guy who'd be wrestling into his 70s, but time comes for everyone, and there's only so many reinventions left in the tank. So I'd be very surprised if he doesn't end up back in WWE. And the Lesnar retirement run, I can't imagine it'll be as in-depth as the John Cena one. I don't think Lesnar himself would be up for that. It just doesn't seem like his style. But yeah, there you go. Lesnar potentially done in WWE in 2026. And as we are almost done with 2025, how about you vote in our awards, my very good friends? These close tomorrow. So after tomorrow, you will not be able to contribute. You will not be able to have your voice heard. This year, we're doing it like we did last year, folks. We are selecting our awards purely from your votes. We have no say in this. It's all down to you guys. So check them out. The link is in the description below. There's so many different categories. Best match, best moment, worst moment, biggest disappointment, best male wrestler, best female wrestler, all kinds of stuff in there. 14, I think, overall. So check them out in the comment section below. Last day is tomorrow. If you've been sitting on the fence, do it now. Right. SmackDown, let's talk about that. It's going back to 3 hours. Kind of knew that already. WrestleVotes reported this not too long ago. A lot of people were not best happy about it. But it was officially announced on last night's episode of SmackDown when Corey Graves and Michael Cole made the announcement. They confirmed that starting on the 2nd of January, SmackDown will be going back to 3 hours. That show is in Buffalo, New York, which is good. And yeah, they said previously, like I said, WrestleVotes, they had reported this previously, that the move was likely, and now it has been confirmed. So it had been 3 hours for the first half of 2025. It then went back to 2 in June. Now it's gone back to 3. So it's going to be a busy opening week of the year for WWE. We've got Raw with Punk versus Gunther there, and there's a big NXT New Year's Evil show as well. So that's got JC Jane versus, Kendall Gray. At the moment, I know Bafemi will also be defending the NXT title. We just don't know who against as of yet. So big week. Big shows for WWE. In the first week of January, 3 hour SmackDowns are back. Do I really need to say what I think of this? I think it's ass, obviously. I think that SmackDown is the least consistent WWE show of the two between it and Raw. I'm talking main roster. It does struggle week for week with quality, and the peaks are not as high as they are on Raw, and the consistency is not quite there as well. So to me, making it 3 hours again kind of exacerbates those problems and makes it more of a challenge for the bookers. It's very hard to book a compelling 3 hour weekly TV show, as we saw with Raw for years and years and years. So it's going to be difficult, and I'm a bit skeptical of this move. I understand why it's happening, of course. If you pump it up from 2 hours to 3 hours, you get an extra hour of advertising, brother, and that means you can make more money. So that's probably the driving factor behind this, because whatever numbers come out weekly, and if you compare them to 5 years ago, maybe they don't look so great. This is still a top performing show on a Friday night. So yeah, more advertising space on that is going to be valuable, and that is probably the driving factor behind this. But yeah, maybe you're looking forward to 3 hour SmackDowns. Who knows? We're all different. Let me know in the comment section below. Tell me about it while I play with a travel sickness compression thing. Weird. Anyway, let's talk now about WWE making some changes to SmackDown when these 3 hour changes come. This is a report from bodyslam.net. Stating that WWE are planning to give the SmackDown roster a boost, is the word they use, for the upcoming change back to the 3 hour formats, as WWE is aware the show desperately needs help with talent and creative. Yeah, so like, a story like this came out a couple of months ago where it was like, SmackDown WWE officials are aware the show isn't very good and they're going to make it better. Brothers, WWE, you made it not good. Like, if it's not the best it can be, that's your fault, right? And if you didn't adequately address it a couple of months ago, what have you been doing all of this time? This is a ridiculous piece of information. I'm not criticizing Body Slam. They're passing on the information they've been told, obviously, but the people they've been speaking to are completely insane. They're completely nuts. I mean, blooming heck, if the show is poor, if you think it is poor and it needs to be improved or it needs a boost, yeah, that's on you. And you said you were going to do that a couple of months ago. Why haven't you done it yet? It doesn't make any blooming sense. Oh, we're waiting for 3 hours. I don't believe that, because why would you not want to make it better sooner? I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe one thing about this, right? If it's going to 3 hours, it definitely needs a boost of talent, because there's more time to fill, which means you need more people to fill that time. And on the creative side of things, look, Road Dogg's not a great pro wrestling writer. We've known this for 10 years. It's not new information. So yeah, well, you might help him out with some people who have some better ideas. If he's the guy in the lead chair just under Triple H for SmackDown, then, well, I'm dubious. I think these stories are extremely funny. It's like, the hot dog meme, we are desperately trying to find the person who did this. That's what they reek of. I hope it's better. I really do. I mean, SmackDown some weeks. Most weeks is all right, but some weeks it can be a bit of a struggle. So I do hope it's better, because I'd rather watch stuff that I like than stuff that I find a bit mid, to be honest. But we'll see what happens. These WWE people are insane sometimes when it comes to the lack of self-awareness, I think. Let's talk now about John Cena's final match. It's going down tonight. Saturday night's main event, which you can get on YouTube in the UK. What a joy that is, man. I mean, the adverts are insane on there, but that's the game. That's the game. We're literally playing it right now, so I get it. But yeah, John Cena's last match. Some information on how this is done business-wise from the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Dave Meltzer noting that because the ticket prices are insane, the match is expected to draw the largest arena-sized building gate in the history of pro wrestling. That's wild. So, like, not including stadiums, obviously, he's talking about arenas. He thinks it's going to bring in about $4 million for WWE, and there's been some very high demand on the secondary market for tickets as well, which means that actually, as high as these tickets were, 800, 900, 1,000, 2,000, they were insanely high, but as high as they were, the demand on the secondary market suggests that actually, they weren't high enough, and they could have maybe made even more money, which is just crazy. And it feeds into the whole ticket price conversation going on in all of entertainment at the moment, to where if people keep buying, they'll still keep selling at them prices. That's how economics work. But yeah, look, I'm immensely looking forward to this show and this match. Obviously, I've been watching John Cena since he started, since day one in 2002. So a lot of anticipation for that, but also there's some other cool things on the card as well. Obafemi versus Cody Rhodes and some other bits and pieces here too. So I think it's a great lineup. I think it's going to be very appropriate. I think it's going to be a really good show. Haven't always loved John Cena's career. I was definitely one of the online haters back in the 2010s, man. I was definitely right there. But most of us were internet wrestling nerds. So hey, don't hate the player, hate the internet, I guess. Don't hate the internet. I need it for work. But yeah, there you go. Huge business success. Hopefully it's a critical success as well. I'm done for the week. I'll be back on Monday. Brand new studio on Monday. Very exciting. Don't need me and my books and my fluffy thing. I don't even know what that is, to be honest, but it's very cute. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye.